Hey, what's up, you guys? It's good to be back. It's good to be back once again. And just like that, I went to go get that platinum for this game, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad now because I can't look forward to Astro anymore. But it's all right. Well, one thing I do know is that they're gonna bring in a sequel to this game, even though this is already, technically a sequel already, but they're gonna make an Astro 2 eventually, probably when the PlayStation 6 comes out. But I wanted to talk about this platinum journey for Astro. As far as difficulty, as you can see, me personally, I think it's about a 1 out of 10 in terms of players that are, kind of used to platformer games like Crash Bandicoot or Mario or Rayman Legends, for example. This game was just straight fun through and through. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They didn't make anything particularly difficult in terms of finding, the collectibles. You just had to pay attention, and because once you collect the first or third piece, you're able to backtrack and sort of, look around specific parts before you get that third or fourth piece. You'll be able to, guess where the second piece is, basically. But man, I have such, like, I feel so loved, like I was a part of this journey, this PlayStation journey for Astro. Even during the end, they even thanked you at the end for playing the game. But to kind of go further on the idea as to why it won Game of the Year, this wasn't just a love letter to PlayStation fans. This game was a love letter to practically all game developers around the world. From Bandai Namco to Sega to Capcom, etc., etc. Every single one of their IPs, I ain't gonna say every single one of their IPs, but their characters that were like the main mascot for those companies, they're talking about it, and they have Easter eggs based on them. It's like, for example, you got a competitor. Let's say you're for a different company, but another company is basically thanking you and appreciating what you've created to create this blueprint for them to make it. And then, on top of that, the game is fun and joyful and nice too. So I understand why this game won Game of the Year over Black Myth Wukong or Metaphor or possibly Elden Ring. I will say that I didn't particularly die. Once again, I didn't die to any boss at all. It's pretty easy to read. Man, I just hate the fact that I just beat this game. I didn't even beat it. I just completed it. And I tried to go back to the Astro Playroom to try that, but it just wasn't the same in terms of quality. I think that I loved collecting all the puzzle pieces, collecting all the robots, and then once you come back to the hub world, you're able to see like these robots alive. You get to see Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot next to each other. You get to, when you put Lara Croft and Drake from the Uncharted series, when you put them together, they're talking, chatting, shaking hands. And you got Okami and Spyro. Like, it just felt so, like, it made me appreciate my life, like, basically with me playing PlayStation throughout these years. I know I might seem like a PlayStation fanboy, I know, but with Xbox hasn't come out with anything amazing in a while. I love Halo Infinite, by the way. And then with Nintendo, I just kind of, I do have a Switch, by the way. I really do. It's just that I haven't had a reason to go back to the Switch yet. Besides Bayonetta 3, I still have to get that, but that isn't like a Nintendo thing. And then Super Mario Wonder, Kirby. Yeah, I still have to get to certain games, but I'm a gamer at heart. I love all games that are fun. I'm gonna play. I'm not just gonna, hold back or prevent myself from trying new titles just because it's on a new system, even if it's PC. Like, I'm not even against PC. I just don't have a PC yet. But yeah, man. Coming back to the main topic, which is Astro. I think that anyone could get this platinum for sure if they put their mind to it. One thing that might bother you a little bit is the fact that you kind of have to go back to the hub world where where all the robots you saved go to, and there's like this sort of slot machine, and it takes like 100 coins for you to basically hit the slot, but there's about 100 excuse me, there's about 100 there's about 150 slot things that you have to get, but sometimes you can get like an empty can and you have to do it again, basically a dud slot. That's like the only thing that might bother you, but you just have to save up like roughly 15,000 coins, and then you go for it basically, and you get that trophy, and you don't have to mess with it again unless you do like the updated DLC part where they're talking about Christmas or the speed run, and they include more robots from Helldivers and such. Then you go back and get the last, I think, 22 more slot pulls basically. But yeah, man, I had such a fun time with this game, and I'm still stuck on which game I should get into next. But I think that the next game I'm gonna basically get to is Elden Ring. It's about time. It's about time for me to get to that Elden Ring. I've played every single Souls game except that game. And I think it's time for me to hop on that, man, and start talking about if it's good to me or if it's not. But I know it's going to be good because the amount of support it's gained over the years. But that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch you guys later.